Laura's bit on the side. The show that offers more tension and excitement than the last hour of transfer deadline day, but is worth twice as much as Gareth Bale. Yay! I don't even know what that means. I'm just reading it. Right, OK, coming up on tonight's show, we have all kinds of this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I just wanted a quick feel as well.
I bet you did. We've got all sorts of this.
Once you've seen one pair of tits, you've seen them all. And anything over an handful's a waste.
That's what my dad says about my mum. Genuinely. And we're going to hit you in the face with a whole load of this.
I don't know. Oh, sorry, just took a light out. My scrotum fell out.
Oh, my word. OK, shall we find out what delights lie on our panel this evening? Yeah! OK, let's start with saying, all right. First up, I'm really not very good at that, is a Geordie lass who said she'd only appear on the show if we gave her a kebab and a pint of lager after. So, why, man? It's Holly Hagan! Our next guest is a renowned hunk, a horse pundit turned breast pundit. It's the one and only John McCririck.
Away the lass!
And our final guest is a movie star who tonight has swapped the hills of Hollywood for the sunset of Borehamwood. It's Courtney's husband, Doug Hutchison.
Thank you.
Now, when we did the intro to John Doug was looking at me going, why are they booing him? Doug, you'll find out all about why they boo John during the course of the evening.
Okay. Don't forget, Pixie, he's been where I would like to go.
I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get why they're...
Okay. What's going to come over the next hour? Shouldn't have said come then. OK. Oh, I can't believe I just said that! Time is of the essence, and I'm really getting into trouble on my own here. So let's dive straight in. Doug, what did you make of tonight's task?
I thought it was deliciously evil of Mr. Big and Big Brother, and it was a real delight to watch the housemates try to contend with that nefarious character.
Do you think it was nice watching them suffer? Yes! I know you like to watch them suffer.
Oh, I love to watch them suffer. I mean, with Sophie, I mean, I think I don't know what's fake, her plastic personality or her face, but I just love to see them all suffer. I mean, they've been treated to VIP treatment all them lives. Make them suffer more, Big Brother!
He's so mean, that young man. Holly, were you pleased that it was Lauren, Carol and Mario that went into the little private room?
Yeah, I was. I feel like even though Lauren gets on Carol's nerves, I feel like Carol should kind of take on a bit more of a motherly role. Like, she needs to stop belittling her and actually make her feel welcome, because if I was Lauren, I would feel this bad. I really would.
OK, so they kind of got off to a good start, I think. It seemed to be, you know, things were OK. Then Lauren upset Carol for a couple of reasons, including the non-flushing of the toilet.
I'm sure Carol's done that before, though, hasn't she? Like, I don't know why she's being like that, because she's sat there farting all the time, like, so, and she's moaning about a bit of poo in the toilet, for God's sake.
There is a slight difference between farting and leaving a floater for everybody to have a little look at what you've consumed during the evening.
I really do just feel sorry for Lauren.
Yeah, absolutely. John, how would you have felt if you were in that situation?
Well, Carol, to declare an interest, she's had me booted off 3 times out of Loose Women. Had me kicked off the programme. Absolutely. So she is a vile person who is absolutely wrapped up in herself. All she can do is complain and to bitch. She's absolutely poisonous. And you've got... And you have to think as well about her, how patronising she was. When she knew why it was called Big Brother, she got 2 or 3 of them. They didn't know about George Orwell, 1984, and how she looked down on them, the snobbery. And the way she's picking on about the Botox is absolutely disgusting. She picks on people, but she hasn't got the brain to take on a man like me. She has to kick me off loose women. But she is the absolute... She and Louis are absolutely embittered, nasty people. And they deserve each other. And you've got to feel sorry, poor old Chris Evans, ever married to Carol McGiffin. How has he ever recovered from... No wonder he's going grey. How's he recovered from that?
I think you have made your point that you're not keen on Carol.
Oh, she is. But you are, and I can't understand it, Pixie, because you're so sensible. No, but you are so sensible. Can't you see how horrible she is?
He's picking on me. He's picking on me. Shall we see how Lauren and Carol have been getting on this morning? Yeah. Here we go.
I'm sorry, I'm just so grumpy.
It's all right.
I need to just sit there for some time because it's so uncomfortable in those chairs. I just can't bear it.
When you're feeling better, can I go?
I'm sure they do that on purpose.
When you're feeling better, can I go on it?
No.
You said I could.
It's my turn all day.
That's totally unfair, and you know it.
I'm not thinking fair at the moment.
Yeah, well, I'll just keep nagging you until you agree with me. Because we agreed that we shared the chair.
We didn't agree anything.
We did. You were there.
I wasn't.
You were. You sat
Well,
there.
I'm not there
you said,
now.
I think...
I'm here.
Yeah, well, I'll tickle you. I will.
Look, we'll take turns, all right? We can get some kind of ridiculously pathetic rota on the go.
OK, fine.
So what do you make to that? Is she kind of winding everybody up still? Is she...
She's joking. She's joking. She's just having a little laugh. Do you know what I mean? She's just like... She is. Don't kill her. She is. No, she is actually. No way. She's real. She says it how it is, and don't hate her for how she is. No.
This lady just said something that you probably didn't pick up on, but I've got to let her say it because it was just fantastic. What was that?
She's just a female version of John.
How can you woo?
John!
What a tongue you've got! How can you do that? Oh, and to me,
we need
your
to talk
friend.
to Doug now because Doug has been in the house and he's been reunited with his wife. What was it like seeing her?
Oh my gosh, it was weird and it was wonderful at the same time. It was weird because of the circumstances and under the watchful eye of Big Brother. But it was also wonderful to be able to see my wife and hold her and look into her eyes and tell her that I loved her, and even but for 4 minutes or whatever, however long.
It was a lovely moment, it really was.
It was for me too.
Yeah, but Doug, I must ask you quickly, Doug.
And everything else.
We can't look into a camera because you can't see the cameras, so that'd be quite difficult.
Can we ask Doug a quick question? Does she at home go around in bikinis and all that sort of thing? That's all she
Doug,
wears, or nothing?
be careful before you answer because it's going in that brain and it's not going to come
I
out.
understand. That's why I'll answer very frankly. I think I've never seen Courtney wear so much clothing as
Now, we've seen Sophie become suspicious in tonight's show that the joke might actually be being played on them. We have got another day of the task. Holly, do you think they're going to figure it out?
I don't think they will at all. I feel like the only person who was ever onto anything was always Mario. He figured out everything from the very beginning, and no one else in that house is really clever enough or is even that bothered to even figure it out.
Enough said. There we go. Now, we've only got 10 shows to go. Just 10 more and then it's all over. So if you fancy nabbing a little spot, maybe this one that this lovely lady's sitting in the audience, then there's still time. All the details you need to know are on the screen.
I can come over and sit on her knee.
Yeah, she's kind of batting you off before you've even got here, John. Still to come, we'll be having a body language conflab with the one and only Dame Judy James. But before all of that, tomorrow night, you'll be sending home your third celebrity. Here are all the details you need to save your faith.
Welcome back to Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side. I'm Mr. Big, and I've taken Emma hostage. If you want her set free to present the rest of the show, then you better watch all of this very exclusive clip.
Carol, listen to this. They pulled Courtney into the dining room and said to her, "Why aren't you wearing your outfit?" She was like, "I can't do it. You're sucking out all my confidence and stuff. I've had such a hard night." I was trying to cry. She couldn't cry. Then they're like, "Do you remember why you're wearing this outfit?" She went, "Because I got to see my husband."
No, but it's not just that, though, okay?
I'm getting there. They said, like, "So why?" She was like, "Yeah, I got to see my husband." Like, "Well, you made a deal with your brother. You wear the outfit and you get to see your husband." She went, "Well, what's going to happen if I don't?" She went, "There'll be consequences." Well, I don't care. She was like, "Well, what about your free housemate?" She went, "Well, I'm still not wearing the outfit." Well, so what, you're going to let one of them be evicted just because you won't wear an outfit? Well, that's part of the game, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not my problem. I didn't write the rules.
And she said, yes, she'd let somebody be evicted because she wouldn't wear the outfit for 1 or 2 hours. Me and Courtney are through.
So
we are
selfish.
through. I'm livid. I'm livid. I thought that girl had more. I just can't. I have been a moron. A moron. That girl is incorrigible.
Ooh. Rubbish. Now it's time to introduce a lady who is always welcome on my sofa. It's body language expert, Dame Judy J. So, firstly, a little bit of trouble in paradise with Lauren and Courtney. What do you make of all that?
I was never that welded to these two anyway as a double act, so I don't think there was a lot of friendship to break up. But I think if you look at Lauren, her body language is very dramatic. You know, I'm going to swat her, push her away. I think she was doing it a little bit to show off because she's playing with the big boys now. She's in there with the highest-ranking housemates, and I think she wants to move in with them and be Carol's best mate now.
So Carol and Mario, is it that square that they talk about that you think are the highest ranking?
Well, Carol is undoubtedly in charge in there. I mean, she's the toughest housemate, isn't she? So, I mean, her without... Even I wouldn't take on Carol, I don't think. But Mario would take her place in a flash if she wasn't in there. And Charlotte, actually, would also take over if it was a slightly older hierarchy, but definitely Carol.
Right. OK, Doug, how would you feel if their friendship didn't really go any further?
You know, I thought
She's been a really nice friend.
I thought their connection at the beginning of the show was very endearing. And it didn't surprise me that they connected. But as Courtney has started to come out of her shell, she started to mix with the other housemates. I think it's really important that she mixes with others other than Lauren.
Yeah, and I think it's also important for Lauren to do that as well.
Absolutely.
Than to rather just be
Yeah.
stuck with one person, because she said, you know, she doesn't really have friends, so for her to have more friends would be nice. So spread herself out around the house a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, she's learning, well, or not learning bonding techniques as she goes around. She's kind of learning good and bad lessons. But,
yeah. OK, there's also been a bit of friction between Lauren and Carol. Lauren admitted that her and Carol aren't a good combination. Let's quickly remind ourselves.
Lauren, have you been in the toilet?
No.
Can you flush it, please?
Yes. Is it really bad?
Yeah.
All right. I just want to lay down now. I've had enough. I've just had enough now.
So what's that body language telling you?
There's two alternatives here. One reason is quite normal, the other one's slightly dark. I think I'll start with the dark one.
OK.
Clearly with Lauren, she's said before, as you said, she hasn't got friends, she lives with her parents, she's got a very strong bond with her mother, and that would mean that it would be quite natural for her to try to replicate that in the house to get a feeling of security, and I think she's chosen Carol as the mother substitute. She said to her, you're a lot like my mother, and what was it, more tactful or something like that. So then she goes completely into child mode, doesn't she? I mean, Carol comes out and tells her about the floater in the toilet, and, you know, we see Lauren completely goes into this small infantile body language. So horribly, it's kind of working between the two of them. I mean, Carol's being very strongly maternal to her, telling her off all the time. But then Lauren goes into the floor and creeps into this fetal position, which is slightly more worrying. The only thing
Do you think she really listens to Carol?
Oh, well, she's very impressionable, and I think Carol's the voice at the moment that she wants to listen to. But, I mean, can I just say with the floor position, that might just be because she's got a bad back, and it might just be comfortable for, I hope. But if not, there's a whole mother bonding thing going on there.
OK. Now, Carol, up until this point, has been your #1 strategist, but you've seen a slip.
Yeah, it was she was giving Courtney advice the other night. Courtney was saying, no, she wanted to get out of the house, so what could she do? And Carol said, well, stop walking around in the little bikinis and stop giggling quite so much. Now, the whole thing with the British psyche is that we like sexy housemates, but the sexy ones have usually become tomboys when they've got in there. They've stopped wearing the sexy gear. They've started to sort of knock around with the rest of them and win the tasks, and often have them won Big Brother. And so what Carol was advising us to do was the one thing that could have made her a winner. It was the thing that would probably make her a winner. The only thing is that now she's done it and she started whinging about wearing that rather attractive boiler suit. I rather like that, actually. But
I think it really suits her.
I think it looks great on her. But
she looks so cute.
Yeah, and it's such a shame because she's been so tough and so resilient and so great, but suddenly she's getting a little bit whiny and she just should tough it out at this point, and I think she'd do a lot better for that. It would suit the UK psyche for how we like to see our sex symbols.
Do you think she genuinely wants to go? Because she has talked about that quite a bit recently.
I'm not sure. I mean, if, you know, to make that whole trip across the Atlantic with that whole crate load of little bikinis, I think she must have wanted to stay in. So surely she wants to win.
Now, we've seen the prisoners comment that there's more to Dustin than his nice guy image. What do you make to him?
Dustin, that worried the civilian housemates. Do you remember with Callum? Because they kept saying he's too nice.
Yeah.
And I think the thing with Dustin, I mean, we don't know a lot about him over here, but he obviously was a child star. And the big problem with being a child star is that they often famously, notoriously bring a load of emotional baggage with them. So you almost think that he's at some stage going to unravel slightly. So this nice might be a bit of a mask, but...
So he's too strong for what they perceive him to be, do you think?
I think so, and too nice, but actually also...
And this all comes to light because of peanut butter.
Yeah, well...
Basically.
I mean, it's like, we knew, you know, I knew he couldn't be that nice. He'd hidden a jar of peanut butter, you know?
He's American, of course he wants peanut butter!
But also, I mean, the other side of him that I see is somebody who's actually very scared. I mean, he sits a lot with Abs in that little bit between the plants, and he's actually talking to the plants and stroking them. When I went in there, sorry, I keep knowing, when I went in there, that's the bit that I said, if you wanted to stay away for the rest of the house, that's the only secluded part, so he's almost hiding there.
We've got some footage, so talk us through what this is. What's happening?
Well, again, I've sat in that bar, and when you sit there, it's very... Do you like me name dropping?
Well, you're kind of position dropping, actually, Judy. We can pick those up as well.
That noise that he's making, that's like a distressed ape making a keening sound. It's actually a sign of fear in ape behaviour. So, and he's doing this self-comfort thing with his knees as well. And that is very womb-like, that bath. And he loves his cushions. He actually sits, when there's going to be a fight breaking out, you'll see him sitting with a big cushion over himself. So he's absolutely terrified of the strong women in the house that they're about to kick off and have rows. I don't think he will cope with that at all.
Well, you would be, though, wouldn't you?
Oh, I would be.
Because they are, you know, they're
no,
feisty, they're strong women.
We would join in. Come on, I'd put you and I against that lot any day.
Now, one thing that Judy's noticed over the last couple of days is people are doing impressions of one another.
Yeah, I mean...
So what does that tell us?
This would be less easy to cope with. There's something called postural echo or mirroring, which is actually a rapport-building technique. So if I'm talking to you now and I slightly, subtly mimic the pose you're sitting in...
That's exactly this... Wow,
we'd look like-minded, like-bodied look like... Right. So that would build rapport, hopefully. But what Carol in particular is doing is mimicry, and what she does with that is she does it behind their back. It's an assassination technique. So it's waiting till they've gone out the room, and then she takes them off horribly. She always does it when there's the largest crowd. She rolls her eyes. I mean, it's usually Sophie. She takes off her accent. And what that does is it creates a negative caricature. So wherever Sophie is in the house, you immediately connect it with that and start laughing at Sophie. It's a lethal, diminishing technique that she's using on other people.
OK, and the housemates this year, I think, more than ever we've ever seen, actually. I know we touched on it earlier with Courtney saying that she wanted to leave, but a lot of them are saying that they don't actually want to be there. Do you think, is this just the midway kind of wobble, or do you think that's a genuine thing? We know that Lauren wants to be there genuinely, and Mario seems to really want to be there. You know, none of them have really moaned, but quite a few of them are, I'm ready to go, I've had enough, oh my goodness, what am I doing here?
Yeah.
So what's that about?
I mean, you know, they just drag out the ejector seats, and if it's a whole gang of them, just get rid of them, because they do want to be in there. Of course they want to be in there. They've killed to get in there. They've worked for ages to get in there. It's giving them
also been
profile.
paid to be in there.
They're being paid to be in there.
So take your paycheck, go in there, experience it, and have a bloody good time.
Yeah, don't just take the money and then whinge and want to get out. And also...
Oh, it annoys me.
Yes, it annoys me too. It annoys me too. But also, you know, the other thing is it helps with their ego. It's a rather actory thing that, you know, I'm in Panto, but darling, I should have been at the Old Vic this week. You know, they're trying to pretend that, you know, they've got a better gig, really, that this is slightly beneath them, which, of course, it isn't. They're getting the best airtime. They should shut up and actually get on with it and amuse us. Yeah, stop moaning.
Judy James, everybody. Thank you, Judy. OK, still to come, AJ will be giving our famous 5 nominees a good old roasting, but now it's time to see what went down when the Bit on the Side producers asked Louis to fill 3 minutes of airtime in the diary room. Be ready to be entertained.
Reality Bites back, yeah.
Hello, Louis.
Hello.
With 7 shows a week to make, the producers of Celebrity Big Brother's Bit on the Side have run out of ideas and have a 3-minute slot to fill.
What are they like?
They need you to use your imagination to entertain their viewers however you see fit. Remember, Bit on the Side has a very discerning audience who aren't easily impressed. Your time starts now.
You gotta come here, you come in fat, you end up thin, they give you nothing, you get the big wing, I think this might be it because I'm totally undernourished. Oh, sorry, just took a light out of my scrotum, fell out. I think that's as good as it's going to get from me. If I haven't completed 3 minutes, then come in here and feed me. That's all I've got. I haven't got any more. Got nothing else in the bag. I can't use any more energy, otherwise I'm going to collapse and die. That's it. I'm sorry. That's your 3 minutes. I can't.
That was great, Louis.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Let me out.
Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. Just like Courtney says, we are the scringiest show on British TV. That's #Scringe. Now, before the celebrities left their lives of luxury and were thrown inside the Big Brother house, AJ got her chance to give them a good old probing. Here's what this week's nominees had to say.
Courtney, lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I've got to ask, are those real?
Of course.
Can I cut them?
You can touch them, you can do whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, they're heavy. What is it that makes you lose your temper?
I cannot stand living with people who snore. I can't stand it. So I packed my nasal strips. So if they snore, I'm gonna throw it at them and say, put the dang strip on your nose.
Boob job or lip job?
Boob job.
90s or noughties?
Naughties.
Cock or ball?
Yeah, both. I like both together. It's kind of nice.
Harry or Bills?
Harry? Or what? Oh, I think maybe if you're Harry. It's like, ew.
I think you're going to smash it. I think you're going to win.
Thank you.
Out of 10, how famous are you?
Out of 10, about 8.
Yeah?
Yeah.
A lot of people asking for your autograph still.
Yeah.
How were you caught with nominations?
Until I know everyone in there, you can't really answer it. But if someone's a pillock, they're going.
LA or London?
LA.
A-list or Z-list?
A-list.
Slutty or sophisticated?
Sophisticated.
Are you lying?
No.
I've got a really good feeling about you, eh? I think you're going to win. Who in the house would you least like to be stuck in there with?
Les Battersby.
Really?
Yeah. What don't you like about Les?
No, it's just he's quite vulgar, I think. I just always have that, oh, yeah.
How easy are you to live with?
I have to clean up after myself. That's my only flaw. Apart from that, I think what you see with me is what you get.
Slutty or sophisticated?
Slutty and sophisticated.
Yes. Harry or Bills?
Harry.
Caviar or pizza?
Caviar, yeah.
Round of applause. I think you're going to win. I've got a really good feeling.
Oh, thank you.
Who would be your favourite celebrity housemate?
My favourite celebrity to go in would be Keith Lemon.
Really?
He would entertain all day long.
What will you bring to the table?
Oh my, well, firstly, I'm OCD when it comes to cleaning. I can't stand dirt. Honestly, I'm shopping list, I'll be like, can I have some more Dettol, please? So I may possibly annoy a few people because I am too hyper.
Can we expect nudity?
Nudity?
From you?
No, you bloody well can't. Can't.
Towie or made in Chelsea?
Towie.
Protein shake or pot noodle?
Protein shake.
Badger or ferret?
Ferret. I don't know what you're going to do with this, but
I've got a good feeling about you. I think you're going to win.
I'll give it a rest.
How would you describe yourself in 3 words?
Oh, butch, straight and tall.
What makes you lose your temper?
I'm not happy about bad body odour, darling, or bad halitosis. Personal hygiene can make me quite angry.
What are you honestly doing this show for?
Well, honestly, it's cheap rehab. Oh, sorry, darling. I just wanted a quick feel as well. I told you I was straight. It's all a myth.
Boob job or lip job?
Boob job.
A-list or Z-list?
A-list.
Hollywood or Boreham Wood?
I've been to Boreham Wood, I've been to Hollywood. I was just thinking maybe it would be nice, but no, actually, Hollywood.
Boreham Wood's here, by the way, that's where we are.
Shit, Hollywood. Definitely Hollywood.
I think you're going to win.
Yeah, great, thanks.
So tomorrow night sees one of them banished from the house and thrown onto the celebrity scrap heap. But what do our panel and audience think? In the interest of fairness, each nominee will get 1 minute and 10 seconds worth of debate. When we hear this noise... Oh, Doug's little bass. Time's going to be up. We're going to move on to the next housemate. Don't hold back. Let us know exactly what you think. So first up, let's start with Bruce. Doug, do you think he will care if he gets kicked out tomorrow night?
Bruce?
Yeah.
I think, yes, deep down inside, I think he'll care. Even though he's, you know, professing that maybe he'd like to leave or doesn't care.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Holly, if he does stay, do you think he's going to calm down?
No, I think he's just going to get even angrier and angrier and he's going to snap, and then I really do feel like if he does snap, it's going to be that bad that he could possibly get kicked out.
Anybody think that he will calm down if he stays? No. Not one person?
No. Bruce has to go. He's the worst housemate in there. Just because he's so out, like he's having a go at Charlotte and that just because she's having a good time. And like she said, you go in the Big Brother house to have a good time, not to sleep. It's only 3 weeks.
How would you know? Let's get the other side of it. How would you like it if your neighbour was Charlotte and all that Carol? You can't sleep. You can't sleep.
You can sleep when you're dead.
Selfish. How would you? I don't blame him. He was a bit aggressive, but I don't blame Bruce.
I think there has to be a level of respect from both sides.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
See, it works for me as well. I have to shut up too. Right, let's talk about Courtney next. Let's start that clock. Doug, with Dustin as the only other American in the house, are you surprised that there's not more of an alliance between the two of them?
Not really, no. I mean, Courtney really is attracted to who she's attracted to. And, you know, I was actually kind of thrilled, though, that she picked Dustin for her sleepover mate that night for her birthday, because that was really cool to see them having fun. And
that was kind of the first time she kind of let go of Lauren for a little while as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was the pinnacle point. That was the point at which she dove. And it was really interesting to watch because everybody thought she was going to pick Lauren, including Lauren.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. But I was really floored, and at the same time, I really enjoyed that Courtney went with someone else, you know, in the house.
John, if she does stay and if her relationship with Lauren does kind of drift apart, will she find herself isolated in the house, or do you think she's integrating quite well now?
I feel a bit sorry for her. She's no psychiatrist, is she? So how can she understand what Lauren's been through, the travail she's had in her life? There's Lauren should never be in the house because she's never lived with anyone outside her own parents, so she doesn't know what it's like.
Maybe it's a good learning
It's
curve for her then.
It's nice of Courtney to do it, but she doesn't know the right thing to say.
John, that squill means you need to be quiet. Next up, it's Lauren. Let's start the clock on Lauren. Holly, she's adamant that she wants to stay. Do you want to see more of Lauren?
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I could just watch her all day, just walking around with that cup of tea, spilling it all over. She's great. I love her, and I think that she is very misunderstood, and I think that now she is coming out of a shell, and she's being honest. She's not being like the others saying, no, I want to leave. She genuinely wants to stay.
And that's quite nice to see, isn't it? Doug, if she stays, who do you think her friendship group is going to be?
Gosh, I don't know, because she's... maybe, I think she hopes it's Mario.
She has said she thinks he's quite cute.
Yeah, I don't know. Dustin, maybe, Abs. I think.
Yes, her and Abs like to talk about gardening.
Yes, and I think Dustin and Abs, out of all the housemates, are the ones who, you know, could be there for Lauren.
OK. John, what odds would you give her on staying tomorrow?
Oh, odds on, huge odds on, 100 to 1 on. But she is like Gordon Brown, the old Prime Minister, who plotted for 20 years to get the job and was hopeless. Here, we've got Lauren. Since 2001, she's been campaigning, begging, pleading to be in the house. And look at her. She can't cope.
When my wife squeals, John shuts up.
OK, very quickly...
And does she squeal?
John, we've got to talk about Louis.
Touché.
Let's start the clock. John, he says he wants to leave. Do you believe him?
Who's that?
Louis.
No. Oh, no, of course not. He's acting it all up, but the real nasty, embittered Louis is coming out. Because you can't keep up the prancing, the pineapple and all that. He can't keep that up forever. And he's an embittered... He's like Carol. The pair of them are so absolutely wrapped up in themselves. He deserves to go, but he wants to stay.
Would you miss him if he left? Yes. Let's go to this lady.
Yeah, I definitely miss him, and he's my favourite anyway, so...
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you're safe with him, dear! You're safe with him!
I think one Carol in the house is enough. So Louis is trying to play the same game as Carol, but he's getting more and more vile. He's not funny the way Carol is. She's stirring it and she's having a laugh. She's a really good housemate. Him, he's just really, really vile and cuts people away. It's time for him to go.
OK, Holly, he's part of Charlotte's little square, along with Carol and Mario. How will she cope if he goes, do you think?
I think she'll be fine. I think, obviously, she doesn't realise what Louis and Carol have been saying. Like, obviously, Carol called her a Geordie slag and whatever. But he's horrible.
And finally, let's talk about Sophie. Let's start the clock. Now, Holly, she seems to be a fan of Charlotte. Are you a fan of Sophie?
No, she's only a fan of Charlotte because Charlotte's popular and she knows that. She's not stupid. I've never seen her smile, and I just think she's a horrible person. She's just latching onto Charlotte for the popularity, and that's it. She doesn't like her.
So you think that's part of her game?
That's exactly her game.
And why has Sophie got tattoos on them? All those other ones for tattoos. It's bad enough when you have Cheryl Cole and David Beckham. But I've got a question. I've got a question for you.
Looks beautiful.
Have you got hidden tattoos that I've not actually seen?
You should know, John, because you've seen everything. Doug, we've seen her clash with Courtney a couple of times. How do you feel about Sophie?
Sophie's an interesting character. I mean, I think she's kind of a serpent. She's a snake.
Yeah.
I mean, she's professing, you know, that she hates the backstabbers and the hypocrites in the house. And then she tells Courtney she has her back and then goes and votes Courtney for the third time for eviction. And, yeah, I fear that's right. I think she may be a little jealous.
Has Sophie got more to give?
No.
No?
She's got so much in that top lift, she can't lift it for a smile.
Ouch! Very quickly, let's not waste any time. Doug, who is going to go tomorrow?
Probably Bruce or Sophie.
Same, Bruce or Sophie, but I hope Bruce.
John?
I fear Bruce, but I would love it to be that Louis.
OK. Continual booze news for John all the time. OK, we've still to come, we've got all the latest news from the house, and John is going to be causing trouble in the reality gallery. But first, let's hear from our famous 5 nominees. They know that the game could almost be up for one of them, and they're going to have their say now, and they're going to have... They're pleading, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. So have a listen and have a heart.
Imagine that you are up for the public eviction and you want to stay in the house. You have got 10 seconds to make a plea to your voting public down that lens. Why should they keep you in?
You should keep me in because...
I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun.
I can tell it how it is, maybe.
I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun.
Because I'd love to stay to the end. I've got loads more eviction outfits.
Well, you've got to pick me for celebrity. Well, I'm going and... What should I say? I mean...
I am a sweet person.
So I'm in the Celebrity Big Brother house after 6 years of chatting about it, and I want you to be on my side.
Hopefully I can make you laugh and entertain.
And also I'd like to celebrate my 4 years recovery in the house.
I've lost that one. I think I'll do it again.
It's good to do it really well.
Oh, OK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the British.
What was it again, then? Tell me.
I think I have tons of British fans already.
I don't really know. Shit, I'm not in there yet. What do I know? Once I'm in there, I'll know.
Save me because I'm entertaining. I walk into walls.
And I want to show who I am as a person.
Whips and chains, whips and chains. I'm into that.
Really? Now, this is the thing, isn't it? They give you a whole list of bloody questions up there as well. Do you this? Do you that? I don't know. I'm not there yet.
I have a sense of humour and I'll make you laugh.
I'm having a brilliant time. I don't want to leave.
So keep me in.
Thank you.
Yay! I like
it! Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side.
Did you just use the toilet?
Yeah.
You didn't flush it. Go flush it. Disgusting. Here's today's news.
Anyway, at 2:12 this afternoon, Charlotte told Big Brother she's missing 1 or 2 vital organs.
Oh, I'm just wondering when Carol and Mario and Lauren are coming back. Like, it's starting to get, like, unlivable without them. Especially Carol and Mario. I feel like I've lost both my kidneys. I can't even drink while they've been gone. I've had no alcohol. It's literally like 2 of my kidneys have gone. Do you have 2 kidneys? Yeah.
Charlotte, what are you missing more? Alcohol or Carol and Mario?
Carol and Mario? Oh my God, or alcohol? Well, this is a hard one. Well, not because I've had alcohol, I could choose to have it. I just didn't want to because it's not the same when they're not here. So Carol and Mario? Obviously, I miss Lauren as well, but Lauren doesn't drink.
I love how she really struggled with the question. Who do you miss more, Carol and Mario or alcohol? She loves getting mortal. Of course she missed alcohol. At 3:03 this afternoon, Abs gave some of the housemates a makeover.
This is Big Brother. Could Abs come to the diary room? Unfortunately, the face paint has to come off.
Oh! That was really good. Abs has got skills, I think. And if 5 doesn't work out, it could become Kids Pie entertainer. Been really good. And finally, at 4:09 this afternoon, our dreams came true as Mr. Big ordered Vicky and Bruce to resurrect the Battersbys.
If you could get rid of one of them right now, which one would it be?
Oh.
It'd have to be that snooty Sophie.
Gotcha.
I just think this house would be an happier place without her. She's all this morning. And who gives a crap how many modelling assignments she's been on?
True,
She
true.
still looks like she needs a good hot pot inside her. She's got legs like Bambi.
Well, personally, I think that Courtney is really upsetting the status quo.
Oh, flipping out. Will you stop going on about status quo?
Well, I just think some of them are downright selfish. You know, I was gobsmacked when she wouldn't wear them overalls. Just wear them overalls and cover her tits. I mean, once you've seen one pair of tits, you've seen them all. And anything over an handful's a waste.
Yeah, I know. That were a shocker, that.
What a bunch of plonkers, eh? Oh, well, at least we've got each other.
Oh, give over, you big soppy so-and-so.
I love how instantly Vicky's face changes back to Janice when she goes... She gets all, like, professional and Janice-like. Anyway, that's today's news. I nearly tripped over something then on the way in. John?
Bixie, I'm feeling all queasy here.
Why?
I'm far too close to where I suffer the agonies for 2 visits as a housemate, and I've got very close to Carol. I can't stand it here.
John,
I'm too close to my agony.
If you hated it so much the first time, you'd never have gone back the second time. You bloody love it.
Well, they paid me a few bob. Not very much and not enough, but they did. But here we've got the people who actually control, bruv. What you see at home is what these people decided. I've got Evan here, and what we want to know, Evan, is what have you not shown? What has been so dastardly you daren't let the public see it?
Well, we do show quite a lot, but there's an awful lot of farting that goes on that we don't try and include.
Do you smell it yourself?
I try not to.
No.
I stay here, far away.
Now, we had the bedwetting with Charlotte. It was like Kinga, wasn't it, attached to her wine bottle. It was that kind of thing. What other thing has happened that you didn't dare show?
I think Charlotte wetting the bed is probably the most obvious thing, and we showed it.
It was great stuff, great stuff. Let's go and see. Come on, Maisie. What are you thinking that we should have seen that you've not shown?
There's been a bit of flirting going on between Abs and Courtney. That's been going on a little bit, yeah. I'd say
I thought
there was a bit of a story there.
I thought Courtney was going to try and sort of go with Mario.
No, I think she's definitely veering towards Abs.
Yeah, but you're not telling me what you've actually been hidden away. Let's try and get a bird. Is there a bird here? Come on, I want a bird.
John!
Come on. What don't they show?
They show everything.
No, they don't.
Everything
Come
worth
on,
seeing.
let's just not even watch. Come on. There you go. Go on.
How long have we got?
How long have we got? 1 minute.
1 minute?
Can
Great!
I just touch?
Yeah, go for it.
It's very hard.
God, we've got plenty of time. This is great. It's going to be a good box chat. First things first, you can get exclusively the task result from this week's shopping task online right now. So head to there, channel5.com/Big Brother.
Yes.
We've got some tweets here from support, OK?
Do you want me to get rid of your Post-its?
Yeah, I need that, actually.
Oh,
I might need it, yeah. Becky Story says, save Sophie. She's gone through so much and is such a lovely, genuine person who is up for a laugh. Leah Musto says, save Louis, he's a legend.
Yeah.
We've got Reese Monaghan. God, I need some water, actually. We need to save Courtney. She brings style and young charisma to the house and is such a sweetheart. Joshua Faraday says, I want Lauren to stay. Oh, my God, this is ridiculous. I want Lauren to stay just to see how much outfit she has.
Yeah.
And Kerry Reynolds says, save Bruce. Short and sweet.
OK, it's because it's so hot. Very quickly.
Boiling here. Ben Hardy, the director, has just had a nephew been born. So congratulations. His name is Jake George Hardy, and he's already a massive fan of the show.
Congratulations,
Believe it.
Mr. and Mrs. Hardy. OK, AJ and Ryan are back tomorrow with the latest of Vic D. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.